Salmonberries, Nootka roses, dandelions, clover and more welcome you as you enter the North Island Hospital in the Comox Valley. Health and well-being, art and culture come together on the welcoming wall. This is an awe-inspiring collaborative project with the Comox Valley Art Gallery, the Comox First Nation and the North Island Hospital in Courtenay.
I think that there's a well-established link between health and well-being and art and culture, and you're seeing it on living display on these walls in the hospital.
3 large panels in the central registration area offer a reflection of the local landscape and the cultural history that's embedded within it. The imagery offers a welcoming invitation through scenes that embrace the forest, the sea, the wildlife and culture in the Comox Valley. The series of photographs communicate a sense of comfort and safety for individuals visiting the hospital.
We worked with photographer Alan McAnulty as well as with the Comoquay dancers and with the artists to select images that would bring you into the hospital and invite you into the territory. So the first image is of the women's dance, and they are clearing the space and bringing you into the space. And then the next image is of a reclamation pole that Carver Everson and Randy Frank worked on under Calvin Hunt out at the Spit. And then we see the salmon run, and then we see the eagles. And then the last image is of the drummers, the Comoquay drummers holding the heartbeat in the drum.
This is our Himalayan blackberry, and this is our springbok clover.
The artwork on the welcoming wall, created by elder Barb White and photographer Alan McNulty, honors the traditional medicinal plants and cultural healing practices of the Comox First Nations people. Barb chose the plants of the territory, like roses, yarrow, blackberry and huckleberry, to be uplifting for body, mind and spirit.
I was very happy to be asked to be a part of the welcoming wall. For me, it's a dream come true to see the plant medicines being recognized in a health facility. We tried to capture the well-being for body, mind and spirit in the welcoming wall.
Barb is proud to be part of the team with Dr. Jeff Basalt. The project started about 4 years earlier with the design of the healing garden outside, the plant medicine garden.
So with the playground being put in the middle of the plant medicine garden, we had to choose plants that were environmentally friendly for the children.
This is a peaceful garden for reflection, with a children's play area in the center surrounded by indigenous plants. There are logs and rocks to sit and climb on, amongst silver sea grasses, spreading beach strawberries, shady pine trees, and colorful Canadian maples. The welcoming wall brings the awareness of local plants outside, inside. Behind the welcoming wall is the gathering room, All Nations room. They use traditional colors of red and black in the gathering room, a quiet sanctuary designed for territorial smudging ceremonies. The Comox Valley Art Gallery is progressing with art throughout the hospital. The area recently finished is pediatrics. Children from Quinish Elementary School next door were invited to paint to the theme, Transformation and Change. This resulted in 180 artworks using wet-on-wet, watercolor, paint and collage. These paintings were photographed and woven together digitally as beautiful visual panels mounted on the corridor walls, offering hope and encouragement to all those in the hospital environment.
So the kids were really committed to making work that would make other children feel supported and safe and to give them some joy. So watercolor was a really great way to express that.
For a lot of people, going to the hospital is not because of a pleasant experience. So I think we need to do all that we can to make a hospital as welcoming as possible and as something that and as engaging as possible, and that's what we're trying to achieve here, and we're really proud with the work that is up.
The art in the hospital is an amazing community achievement, bringing nature, health, youth, First Nations, artists, medical staff and construction workers all together in harmony. to communicate a sense of comfort and safety to those visiting the hospital. In the Comox Valley, I am Kate Brown.
I'm Kara McHugh with the Comox Valley Arts Council, and I'm here to tell you today about the 2018 Central Island Studio Tour, which is May 26th and 27th this year, and we hope that you will put that on your calendar. We have over 80 studios between Parksville and Campbell River that are looking forward to your visit. We have a brand new arts guide coming out. It's a 40-page directory of arts and studios and artists of all different sorts, between painters and pyrographers and sculptors and photographers and potters and ceramicists and bead makers and some fused glass makers and some, oh, there's so many, I can't even think of them all. Drawers and watercolorists and oil painters and so many, you really want to go. You can pick up a copy of the guide. It'll be hitting the streets April 1st all over Vancouver Island and the BC ferries. Pretty much anywhere you see a rack of brochures, you should be able to find one. There's also a fully interactive website with photo galleries and more information about the artists and online maps, and there's a map you can download for your phone that'll get you straight to the door of all these different artists. So if you visit centralislandartsguide.ca, centralislandarts.ca, you will find all that stuff. It's a continually evolving website as the artists continue to put more information and more photos up, so visit it lots. You can register for free and save your favorites so you can make a list of who to see when you want to go on the tour. And remember, the tour is May 26th and 27th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, and you can just drive up and visit the studios that you want to see, and they would love to see you.
Welcome to Art Tips with Anne and Kate. Today we're going to do playful pastels. So Anne, you're going to teach us how to do pastels.
Yes, but first let's look at the different types of pastels. There are oil pastels, there are chalk pastels, and the latest thing are pan pastels, which are a bit less messy. These are all different colors.
Like fun.
Don't they look like fun?
Yes.
And there's special applicators that are in the bottom that look like makeup applicators.
Oh, wow. We
Fun.
can put them on our face as well.
So basically pastels are chalks, and we'll start out with just some little techniques for how to use the pastels. There is blending, so you put one on this end and you put one on this end and you blend them to get different colors. You can do them denser and less dense, and all kinds of ways of making detail that will be lots of fun for your pictures. So let's start. The first thing you do is you draw your picture.
And we're going to draw this picture here of a duck with little ducks here, but we're going to simplify it a little bit. So we'll start with a very simple drawing, and we'll do the head and we'll do the body. So the eyes are looking at each other. There we are. And we've got the bank here, and a bit of grass here, and tying it all together are the waves. There we are. So now we've got our duck.
You've got your ducks all in a row.
Quack, quack.
There you go.
All my ducks are in a row.
Okay, so the next technique is blocking in your major colors.
The whole duck. And the little yellow orange duck is here. And we do the shapes here. And we're getting the feel of the picture now. The other big area is the water, the river, and it's a straight line. And it's a little bit darker further away, so I'm turning it down. They're getting closer, and it doesn't matter too much of the background. And there's a little bit of the waves here, and I'm going to give a little bit of action here. And then in the background, we've got the green, we've got there. And now we'll just put a little bit of an idea where the grasses are going to be.
Excellent. So that's your first step is your blocking. And the next step is the layering with the different colors and the blending. So you can use your fingers for blending, you could use Q-tips, you could use a blending tool.
This is a blending tool. So this takes the colors together and it smudges it. And where I've got the green and the blue together, it's blending the colors together. There we are. Another way to do blending is with your finger. You can go this way. And it's a nice soft way to blend the colors in. But it's a bit messy.
So the next step is layering, putting other colors on top to get a depth of color.
So we'll look at this one that's had the colors put on. And now I've got more colors on this one. A little bit of yellow. And I'm only using a few colors because many of the colors will blend together very nicely. A bit of shadow under the ducks, both of them, and tying together. See? So now we can use these colors to blend them together. So I'm left-handed, but if you do it right-handed, you can do it this way as well. It's good to use both hands sometimes, whichever works best. And the water.
So the next step is the details. So doing the stippling, the bit of the feathers, the eyes.
And it's shadow in the neck. So quack, quack, quack. And the fun bit is the eye. And he's going to, there's a shadow line, it comes all over here. And we're just going to put the eye in. And always make the eyes a little bit darker, because that's the character. A little bit of light as well. So, there we are. And we can add more texture in black. We can do the dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot.
So these paintings can be as simple or as complex as you want. Traditionally, classically, artists used pastels to do amazing portraits. But we're just going to be looking at how you can use this technique, this product with children and do some simple pastel drawings.
So I've got the dark areas and now I can add the light pieces in now. A little bit of highlight on his wing, on his beak, on this beak here. And we can just finish off the shape a little bit more. Bring a little bit of orange in here, and texture. A little bit of orange up here. The less colours the better, because they often blend in together very nicely. So there we are, we've got this shadow there. We'll just make this a little bit softer, blend those together, and they're sailing down the river. And this is what we end up with, a little bit more texture. And we've got quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
3 ducks in a row, 2 ducks in a row. So pastels can be so playful. They're very simple, use them simply, and you make beautiful pictures that you can blend the colors together. Have fun. This is Art Tips with
Anne
and Kate. Thank you for watching.